Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie from Ellielauracrochet and thanks for clicking on today's video. In this video, I think this is just going to be a little vlog of what I'm up to, random projects that I start, just kind of more realistic, like how much I realistically just craft. I say craft because I've got into knitting recently. So this is the yarn that I'm using for the project. So I'm using baby alpaca king coal in the colour cranberry, and also, so I went on Vinted the other day and I found these. They were like 25 quid, I think. I got myself a interchangeable knitting set. So there's 13 sizes. As you can see, one is missing. Yes, I am making another knitted project and I'd like to share that with you guys. So yeah, I got these from Vinted and it also came with 4 different sized cables, and I've got the 4mm ones on this, the shorter cable I think, because I have started making a sweater vest. So all these cables are like flying everywhere. Oops. All right. And it comes in this tiny little, cute little case. It's perfect. I really like these needles, I'm not gonna lie. They're quite smooth and they are also metal. So, red yarn, 4mm needles. Okay. I will show you. I'm actually wearing it at the moment because I wanted to try it on. This might be a bit annoying, like me almost finishing this knitted project, but I've learnt so much from it. It's crazy. I'm making a sweater vest out of this lovely cranberry red and 4mm needles. I am making the size small. I think it's a small. Yeah, size small. I couldn't be asked to make a gauge swatch either, so I am really chuffed that this fits the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I couldn't be asked to gauge swatch, so yeah. But if you do want to stay up to date with all my knitting and stuff, like in real time, follow me on Instagram. I did make a new account for my knitting. It's just Ellielaura Knits instead of Ellielauracrochet, and it's got a similar elephant, but in purple. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date and just see some of the other knitting projects I get up to, go follow that account because I'm going to try and post consistently on there. This is the sweater vest. Now, this is literally my first knitted garment. I'm actually shocked that it fits the way I wanted it to without gauge swatching. So yeah, brilliant. But yeah, so this is what it's looking like. Just got my bra underneath, so ignore that. It's really hard to show you because I've got the tripod on my bed. But so this is what it looks like at the moment. So I've literally just attached the shoulders. I'll link down the pattern that I'm using. It's a free YouTube tutorial, but she's also got a PDF. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. So it's a very basic sweater vest. Here it is up close. So it's just in stockinette. I just wanted a simple project that I could just knit when I'm bored or whatever. And this has been really fun to make. So all I need to do now is add the collar. I think there's like ribbing at the top, like the bottom. And then I've also got to do ribbing around the armholes. So I did actually start doing the collar, but I don't know why, but it didn't look right. I think I used too big of a cable. In the video, she uses the magic loop, but because I've got these interchangeable needles, I thought maybe the smaller cable will work better, because that is about the same circumference around the neck. I mean, I might have to change my cable to a bigger one for the armhole. That's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna try with a smaller cable. Picking up stitches is really annoying and I found it really difficult. I was using a crochet hook as well with it, but yeah, I'm really hoping I can do the collar today. that would be perfect. I'm just gonna vlog, chill vlog, just me finishing up this knitted top, sweater, vest thing. I don't know what other projects I will be doing. The next part of the crochet along is out today as well, but I would really like to I'd really like to finish the collar, or at least get it going. I think it's just picking up stitches, first couple of rows, that is kind of scaring me because it's a bit difficult. So I've not really done that before. So yeah, it's just a learning experience. I've really got into knitting at the moment. And I saw a few people on my YouTube say that they don't mind me sharing my knitting. So yeah, this is probably just going to be a knitting vlog. Or I might start another... I do want to make some leg warmers actually. That's crochet though. So that might be in this video as well. So yeah, don't hold me to that because I don't know what I'm going to be doing in this video. All I know is that I want to finish this sweater. Also, last night I was looking and I have been pulled in. So basically on TikTok, literally every other video I look through, like on my For You page, it is the Olga sweater by Petite Knit. And yeah, I may have ordered yarn for that. So that might be a separate video. But yeah, I'm going to be knitting the Olga sweater. I think it's the Olga blouse actually that I'm making. That's more fitted. But yeah, I'm going to be making that. So yeah, stay tuned and follow along for more progress. Let's go try and get this collar started because I'm literally like procrastinating because I can't wait to see this finished though. This is going to look amazing. I'm really glad it fits, but enough rambling. I need to go get some lunch because it's almost 2 o'clock and we will try and pick up stitches for this, do a couple of rows, and then maybe I'll check in with you. But yeah, see you in a bit. Apologies for that, but I thought I'd do a quick update. As you can see, it's kind of nighttime because the lighting is so bad. But basically, I worked on a few granny squares tonight. So I made 3, I think. Or did I make 4? I think I made 3 of these squares. So basically, these are going to be granny square trousers. So obviously they'll connect together, try and get different ones next to each other. I am trying to figure out which way I want to sew them up, like mattress stitch or join as you go. Only thing is I've already added the last colour to all of the squares that I've made so far. I think I must have thought I was going to mattress stitch them together then. I don't know how... I don't really know how I want to sew them because I don't want too many ends to weave in. I can't speak tonight. Yeah, I don't want too many ends to weave in, but I feel like I'm going to have to do the mattress stitch, aren't I? Yeah, so I think that brings me up to 20 squares, or might be 19 actually. Yeah, not many. I've got so many more to make, but yeah, I just kind of fancied a little bit of a break from my knitting. So as you saw, I was working on the collar, finished it, bound off or casted off. I'm trying to get used to these knitting terms. So I casted off, did the stretchy bind off, put it over my head, slightly too tight. I managed to get it over my head, but I was just like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to wear this if this is such a struggle to get on and off. So what I've done is I've put my needles back on. This took ages, by the way. This took like a couple hours maybe trying to fix this because basically I did 2 extra rows of the ribbing. I think I got so into it that I just did 2 more extra rows and then I was like, oh wait, I'm only supposed to do 7 and I did 9. Oops. and then obviously I bound off. It seemed to be like not too like thick, but it kind of annoyed me that I hadn't done it as the pattern says. So I've basically frogged back. This is like really new for me for like knitting, frogging. I don't know how people do it because it literally freaks me out so much, because obviously if you drop a stitch then it starts unraveling and I'm just like, ah. I managed to put the needle back through all of the stitches. I don't think I've dropped any. I hope not. I think they're all on there. Oh, I probably should have checked actually, shouldn't I? Oops. Yeah, I literally went one by one, unraveled it a couple of times obviously because I did 2 extra rows, and then literally quickly put my needle in. And I also used a crochet hook to help me. That was very helpful. But yeah, so this is frogged back to where it should be. This is how long it should be. It's looking pretty good, to be fair. It's a bit hard to see. Wait, is that the front? No, that's the back, isn't it? Yeah, I'm getting confused. Yeah, because the shoulder seams here. So yeah, this is the front. This is what it looks like. So now I need to cast these off, but I kind of realised that my tension is a bit different on Magic Loop. So I went down to a 3.5 for the neck. I think I'm just going to use a 4 for the arm bits. But yeah, I went down for a 3.5. I don't think I really needed to do that. I mean, it looks neat, but I don't think I had to do that. I don't know. I don't think it makes much of a difference anyway. But I've changed to 4mm now, and I'm going to bind off with 4mm because I bound off with 3.5 and it was too tight. So I feel like if I bind off with 4, it should be able to fit better because the other bind off was too tight. If that makes any sense, I don't know if it does. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so we are here. Rest of it, beautiful. But yeah, this picking up stitches is just so tedious and scary to me. I'm just like, I just want to get it perfect. And then like, I notice a little gap and I'm like, oh, so I have to undo a few. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so I'm really chuffed with how this is looking now. Really glad I managed to frog those 2 rows, and here we are. So they're on this long cable at the moment, and I just need to bind these off. Hopefully looser than the other time. But yeah, I feel like that bind off was quite time consuming as well. Such a trust the process type of thing, innit? But yeah, I've got to do the same thing for the armholes as well, but hopefully they'll fly by. I think it's just picking up all the stitches. I feel like that's probably the worst bit. And then maybe the first row. Once I get that done, I'm flying away. I know what I'm doing, you know? It's a piece of cake. But yeah, picking up all these stitches. I literally redid this like 3 times. This is my 3rd try, but then I'm fixing my 3rd try. So would you say it's the 4th try? Probably. Anyway, I'm pretty chuffed with it, to be honest. Working great. I think that looks quite neat, to be honest. I'm hoping I can finish the neckline tomorrow, definitely. Maybe pick up the stitches for the armholes, but I might wait for that and take it to Knit and Natter on Friday. My stitchy group, they might be able to help me. Because picking up stitches is scary. But yeah. Also, that yarn should be here at some point for my Olga blouse. I'm so excited. That is my next knitting project. Yeah, I literally cannot wait to start that and cast it on. But I need to finish the sweater vest first, because if I don't finish this, I'm not going to finish it. I feel like knitting is a bit different for me. I know it's obviously different than crochet, but with knitting, I seem to just have one project on the go for knitting, and then I finish that and then start something else. But with crochet, I've got multiple projects. I don't know why that is, to be fair. Maybe I just enjoy process of knitting more, or I pick better projects. I don't know. But yeah, I've also got to catch up on the crochet along as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much knitting tomorrow. I'm really hoping I can cast off that collar though. But yeah, enough rambling. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone. So it's actually the evening today. I said I was going to film in the morning, but I had to catch up on my crochet along. I've done about half of it, so that's all right. But I've had a free couple of hours this evening and I've been working on my vest top. So I think the last thing you saw me working on was the neckline. I managed to cast that off and it's a lot better. I just used a 4mm needle to cast it off and it seems fine. Fits over my head so much better than the other one because I did that way too tight. I used the 3.5. And as you can see, I've managed to do one of the armholes. I'm literally so chuffed. And I thought it wouldn't fit properly, but I think this is perfect. Like, it looks a bit loose, but I think it's actually perfect. Like, this isn't too tight. I thought it was going to be too tight, sorry. But yeah, it looks great. And I actually did 7 rows on this. I didn't accidentally do 9. So that is perfect. So I didn't have to frog it or anything. I did the same cast off as the neck. So yeah, and as you can see, I've got a couple of ends to sew in here where I finished and started it. That's just because I wanted to try it on first, to make sure that I didn't have to frog it or anything, because I didn't want to just do it, sew in the ends, and then be like, oh, I need to frog it. So, but yeah, so I literally just need to weave these 2 little ends in and then do exactly the same on the other side. And then we're going to have a finished vest. Round of applause for me. Come on. I literally cannot wait to finish this. This is literally my first knit garment and I just can't believe I've actually almost finished it. Like, probably old me would have got like halfway through this or something and then given up because I don't really know what it is. Maybe I just don't have any faith in myself, like learning new techniques, picking up stitches, but doing the stretchy bind off. I've never done that before. And kind of working flat as well, like increasing, shaping and stuff. Like, I've never done that before really. First knit project I did was literally just knit stitches, and then the second one I did was knitting socks, so I learned quite a lot from that. But obviously, because that is worked in the round, I didn't really have to do too much purling, so it was a bit obviously different for this, because like when you're working flat you have to do knit stitches on the front, purl stitches on the back. So yeah, basically I just wasn't used to that. At first, my pearls were quite loose. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe you can. Or maybe you can. There's a line there. Uh-oh. I didn't notice that. There's a line here. I don't know why. Is it because of all the yarn was the same dye batch? But I'm guessing it might be my tension. I don't know. Maybe it looks alright, I don't know. Oh dear. Oh well. Well, there's a line there. That's annoying. Now that I've realised that, that's kind of annoying me now. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've got my knitting group tomorrow, Knit and Natter, so I'm definitely going to be able to finish the other armhole there. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film of that. And also I was thinking maybe I should cast on, like maybe I should just do the row of pickup stitches tonight, and then obviously tomorrow I literally just need to focus on the ribbing. But then again, like if I do that, I'm not gonna have anything to do. But also I'm taking my cross stitching as well. Yes, I do cross stitch as well. I've got way too many hobbies. Don't even start. But yeah, I started a cross stitching a couple of years ago and I would like to get that finished. To be honest, I am in the mood for knitting though. So I will be sad once I finish this, but the yarn for my sweater might be coming tomorrow. So literally when I finish this, I will be casting on that. So expect some more knitting vlogs because that is literally that is what I'm feeling right now. And I'm really sorry if you don't like knitting, but I hope you don't mind. But yeah, I am really chuffed with this though. Let me know if I can do anything about that line though. or if it's nothing to worry about. I feel like there's lines all over here actually. So it's 10:30 at the moment. I think I'm getting pretty tired at the moment. So I think I'm just gonna leave it here basically. I'll weave these 2 ends in tomorrow as well. All the other ends are weaved in. I'm pretty sure I did all of them. I think I pretty much did all of them earlier because I didn't want to leave it all to the last second. Because as I say, once I finish this, I will be casting on the Olga blouse. And I'm so excited. I don't think I'm going to be able to film any progress of me actually knitting it. So I'm really sorry. It's just fun gossiping and stuff instead, you know. And obviously knitting. So yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Really, really glad that I finished this. But yeah. I will probably see you when this is completely finished, basically. So yeah, bye for now. So as you saw, I finished my sweater vest. It looks amazing. I didn't manage to get proper footage of me actually wearing it because I left it at the Knit and Natter group for someone else to block. But I'll definitely post some more proper photos of it on my Instagram, so go follow that. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll definitely make some more knitting vlogs. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.